Richard Hale wasn't just rich. He was the kind of millionaire who owned islands, not houses. He was on magazine covers, invited to Washington events, and treated like royalty wherever he went. But none of that mattered to one person, his 10-year-old son, Evan. Evan rarely saw his dad. Birthdays were filled with gifts, not presents. Holidays were filled with nannies, not hugs. Richard believed that giving Evan the best life meant giving him the most expensive life. But deep inside, the boy felt lonely. White medium star, the question that changed everything. One rare Saturday morning, Richard surprised Evan by showing up to breakfast early. Actually early, he smiled. "Today is just you and me, son. Anything you want." Evan's eyes sparkled like he'd been waiting for this moment for years. He ran to a huge world map hanging in the living room and pointed at a spot across the Atlantic. "Dad, can you buy the UK for me?" Richard's smile froze. He was used to buying rare cars, vintage watches, and even a private mountain once. But buying a country? He laughed awkwardly. "Son, no one can buy the UK. Countries aren't for sale." Evan stared at him quietly. "So you can't?" Richard shook his head. Evan looked away, disappointed, not because he wanted a country, but because for the first time, he saw something his dad couldn't do. Then Evan whispered, "So money can't buy everything?" Richard felt a sting he wasn't ready for. He knelt down. "What do you really want, Evan?" The little boy hesitated, then said words that hit harder than any business loss. "I want a dad. Not the millionaire, just the dad." White medium star, the shockwave. Richard had faced CEOs, presidents, global investors, but nothing scared him like hearing that. Within minutes, he canceled every meeting, turned off his phone, told his assistant not to call even if the stock market crashed, sent his bodyguards home. His staff panicked. This had never happened. People online even started posting, "Is something wrong with Richard Hale? Why did he vanish today?" But he didn't care. He grabbed a backpack and said, "Let's go live a real day." White medium star, a day money couldn't buy. For the first time in his life, Richard did things normal American dads do every weekend. Heavy checkmark. They took the subway. Richard had never been inside one. When the train screeched, he grabbed the pole like it was an emergency landing. People stared. Others secretly took videos. Evan laughed so hard he nearly fell. Heavy checkmark. They ate at a small diner. Richard ordered pancakes for the first time in his life. The waitress treated him like a regular guy, not a billionaire. He loved it. Heavy checkmark. They visited a public playground. No VIP sections, no assistants, no luxury. Just sunlight, kids shouting, and his son smiling. When Richard tried the slide, a group of teens shouted, "Is that the hotel billionaire?" He waved at them, embarrassed, but happy. Heavy checkmark. They walked through a park holding hands. Evan opened up about school, friends, and dreams he never shared before. Richard realized he knew everything about global business, but almost nothing about his own child. White medium star, the moment that broke him as the sun began to set. They sat by a lake watching ducks swim. Evan leaned on his shoulder and said softly, "Dad, today felt like I finally had you." Richard swallowed hard. Evan continued, "You always buy me things, but today you gave me something." Richard whispered, "What did I give you?" Evan looked up and smiled. "Time. And you." That was the moment. Richard Hale, the unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable businessman, felt tears fall for the first time in decades. That white medium star, the billionaire's public confession. That night, Richard posted a message on his company website. "My son asked me to buy the UK. That I said no, because even I can't buy a country. But he taught me something bigger. The most valuable thing a father can give isn't money. It's time. Today I bought nothing and gained everything." The post went viral across the USA. Parents shared it. News outlets discussed it. People praised the millionaire for being honest. From that day on, Richard reserved every Sunday for his son. A no business, a no phone, no excuses, and every Sunday, no matter what they did, Evan would say, "This is better than owning the UK." And Richard finally understood. A country isn't priceless, but a child's happiness is.